So I think we need an answer to the decades-old question. Am I a time traveler? Or am I not? Let's find out. And you know, I realized something. I don't even know if I really know the answer to that. But I'm gonna try my best. Dear viewers and listeners, I'm gonna try my best to get an answer for you. I'm going to analyze expertly the opinions of the general public and alleged photographic evidence stating that I am a time traveler. Follow me for an incredible, unforgettable journey, ladies and gentlemen, and let's finally reveal the truth and settle this once and for all. Shut this off. Now, before I delve into the hard evidence, there's one more thing that you need to consider. I don't even know what this creature is. If I were a time traveler, I would have known who invented it and what type of animal this is. But I don't. So I think that should make you think twice, for all of you who think I'm a time traveler. Though the journey has just begun, I think I made a pretty startling discovery. Let me show you something right here. What is that? That's a computer. And I don't remember those when they were invented. Which that's implying that I was born after, computers were around. So I think that's one point for not being a time traveler. But speaking of computers, let's see what people on these devices have to say about the matter. Alright, so you're not going to believe this. I remember probably a few months back, I was looking at those comments, and people were trying to say, well, I think that this guy is a time traveler. They thought that I was a what? Alright, that one wasn't true. That was fake, that was false. We're not even going to go there. But there were so many people in the comments, right, that were saying I was a time traveler. And I thought, well, I know that people can get a little bit of, confusion, and there might be that uncertainty out there. And then the pictures started showing up. And at first I didn't know how to react. But I thought, alright, it's time once and for all. Let's just break open the books, take a trip down memory lane, and let's see what people are throwing at me this time around. So let's take a look at this, shall we? Oh man, we're going into the 80s in this one. This one, the person that emailed it to me said it was from 1986. And oh man, that was crazy. I remember the 80s, man. I had the incredible hair. Yeah, I was all out. I was in the hair band craze. I was listening to that glam rock. I was a huge fan of Poison, Duran Duran. I still actually had the Walkman. I was recording the mixtapes off of that, and I was just going all out with the hair. I mean, I was totally out there with the rocker culture in the 1980s. But you look at that picture very closely, and you're going to notice one thing and one thing only. That picture is a Photoshop from my 2013 Suicide Wings video. Now, it might not seem evident at first, because you might say, but what happened to your hair? But I can guarantee you, that is a Photoshop from that 2013 video where I reviewed the Suicide Wings from Planet Wings. And I can tell you, because of that Argyle sweater that I was wearing there, I know for a fact I got that in 2012. Confirmed Photoshop. Okay, it says in this 1989 photo, founder Dave Thomas poses in front of the first Wendys restaurant at 257 East Broadway Street. Declining revenue and the cost of renovation are forcing its closure, man. I know, I remember that place. I mean, that place was just incredible. The burgers from there were delicious. I mean, they were to die for. The ambiance, it was like one of those classic diners, and it was just so incredible. I remember that place. I remember the day that it closed. I felt so bad that day. But unfortunately, I was more of a McDonald's fan at that time. I liked the Wendy's burgers. I thought that they were pretty good, but I got to admit, more of a McDonald's fanatic. That picture is a hoax. On to the next one we got. Oh, wow. Wow, now that takes me back. That one takes me back. Oh my gosh. That park. That place was so beautiful. I gotta tell you, I remember that. George Seurat, 1884. I actually knew the guy. I remember I went down to the coffee shop and I remember I hung out with him a few times. Brilliant painter. And I remember being at that park. It used to be a hangout of mine. I'd sometimes go there by the shore. I'd listen to the shortwave radio. But there's one thing. If you look really close at this picture, you got to take a look at this. And I know this one is really convincing, but here is the undeniable proof that you know that this one is a Shoop, as some people will say, alright? Look right here. Look, I circled it. See that guy there? He's wearing a tank top. And if you really look and break into the history books, tank tops were not invented until 1964. So there is absolutely no way, no logical way, that this image could actually be the real thing. So someone very clearly photoshopped that guy into the image, therefore, that picture is a hoax. Okay, this one we can dismiss real quick, and I can tell you why. I know it's kind of tough to see. I do have a massive, massive beard. It's kind of going down to here right now. You can see my huge handlebar mustache, but it's blonde. And as a result, the way this camera is, unless the lighting is at like a really specific angle, you just can't see it. So you could easily refute that picture because my facial hair is not that brown color, and it's significantly longer than what is displayed in the picture. I think the guy kind of looks like me, but that is very obviously not me at all. We're going back to the mid-90s here. This one was from 96. And I used to hang out with Guy Fieri a lot. Not too much anymore, our relationship kind of got a little rocky. He had his tastes in food, I had mine, and we kind of went our separate ways. But back in the mid-90s, I used to travel all over the globe with this guy. And I remember once we even went to South Korea to a pizza kitchen, believe it or not. And we were there, we were touring around, and seeing that, I thought to myself, oh man, that was just bringing back memories of the glory days. But that's not me in the picture, though. I honestly don't know who that guy next to him is. I mean, I recognize the tie, but I mean, a lot of people have that same type of necktie. But I know that guy on the left there, that's my boy Guy Fieri, and he was a great guy. Maybe one day we'll get back in touch again, but that also, it isn't a Photoshop, but I don't know who that guy, that's just some random guy that might look like me a little bit. So far, we're getting through them. This is just, for me, it's not even about seeing if I'm a time traveler or not. This is just going down memory lane. You ever look at a stack of pictures from your childhood? You're just going through one after the next, and it's coming back, It's just flowing back to you, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that. And all these memories, they're just overwhelming me right now. And this is like a euphoric experience. It's all that I can say. It's like my life is flashing before my eyes. Oh my god, it's so incredible. Let's just see what else we got here. This is a day to remember. I gotta tell you that. The Cray Bras, London, England, 1966. Oh, the 60s. Those were the days. I remember in 1966, I walked the Grateful Dead on stage. That was probably the biggest accomplishment of the entire decade that I ever did. Oh man, the 60s, that was an awesome time. And London was the place to be. But I gotta tell you this, that isn't me in the photo. As a matter of fact, when I was in the 60s, I used to go real old school, because I still like thrifting. I always did, I always go around to the thrift stores or the secondhand shops, and I'd see what I can get my hands on. And back then I used to dress real formal. I liked the old former Edwardian and Victorian clothing. Really tough to get back then, but I still could. Unfortunately, though, you look at those guys in the photo there, Yeah, their hair looks a little bit like mine. Facial structure way off, and the suits just don't match what I was wearing then. I started kind of experimenting with those types of suits in the 70s when I kind of took up a part-time gig working for Family Feud, but that just isn't me. So I don't know who those two guys are, but that's not me. But oh man, the 60s. Now, those were the days, gotta tell you. All right, I can't refute this one. I can't refute this one. However, it was from present day. That was me on the right there. I can't refute it. It doesn't really go along with the whole, the time traveler evidence, but yeah, that was me there. And we'll just move on. That one never happened. Going over here. Now this is going to the 20s. Some people they were trying to say, like that was me in the back there. I gotta tell you real quick though, and this is one of those things. Like sometimes you ever see a picture of yourself that is from years ago, and you've aged, you've changed, circumstances have changed, and you're kind of looking and you're trying to think, is that really me in the picture? Or is that someone that just kind of looks like me? And this is one of those times where I was looking at that guy in the back, and it's actually made me do a double take for a while. I was sitting there and I was thinking, is that me? Is that me? But now I remember, no, that couldn't have been me. Because I remember in 23, I had nothing to do with lamps. I was not the guy that went around and lit the gas lamps during the streets at night. I was getting in the very, very early work in regards to commercial broadcast then. I didn't have that gig. That was not my side hustle, so we can confirm that that picture is a big, fat hoax. 1973, Russia. I remember going over there. It was freezing cold over there, though it wasn't as cold as some people were saying. I gotta say that. Some people they'll say that Russia is like freezing cold. This one, I enjoyed the stay. It was pretty nice for what it was. I have no idea who that guy in the picture is, though, but I remember that. I have very fond memories of that trip. And then it looks like we got one last one that people were trying to say is me. That's a very, it's like a colonial suit, but I gotta refute that one immediately. I remember when I used to wear that attire, I would always, regardless of any sort of painting or picture, I always had the tricorner hat on, and I always wore a black cravat. So that could not possibly be me because I didn't at all. That is not me at all. I would always wear the black cravat, tricorner hat, and that's all that there is to it. So I hope this cleared things up a little bit. At first, I thought the comments were just one thing. Then the pictures came in, but man, this is just an introspective experience. Maybe that's an understatement. For me, this was like opening up a book, going down memory lane, and just being able to relive those good old days. So I hope you know that these are all just fakes and photoshops, and I hope this cleared things up a little bit. Thank you for watching. I'm your host, the Report of the Week, and do take care. Oh my gosh, I'm so thankful that's over. At least I can still keep the secret at this point.